What is up, guys, and welcome to the South Coast. On today's video, we're going to continue our 100-hour maintenance process on the Bad Boy Maverick. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, like I said, we're going to continue our 100-hour maintenance on this 2019 Bad Boy Maverick. In the last maintenance video, excuse me, in the last maintenance video I did the 100-hour service on the engine. So we did spark plugs, fuel filter, oil change with oil filter, and a new air filter on that. So that's good to go. Engine's doing great. Today we're going to go ahead and get this thing cleaned up. It's pretty dirty right now, so we're going to blow it off, hose it off, get it cleaned up, get the dirt and grass out of it, and we'll go ahead and grease all our grease fittings, and then I'm going to check the blades, see if they need sharpening. If they do, we'll go ahead and get those pulled off and get them sharpened. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so that's about all I'm going to do as far as the cleaning goes. There's still some water sitting on those pulleys down there, so we'll get the mower fired up and get the blades spinning, sling that water off of there, and then we will we'll pull it back into the shop, and we'll take a look at the blades. We'll do some greasing of some grease points, but as far as the cleaning goes, it's pretty much all I do. Hose it down, scrub it with that little brush. I don't get out any soap or anything like that. So let's go ahead and get it fired up and bring it back into the shop. Alright guys, now that we got the mower cleaned off a bit and back into the shop, we're going to go ahead and hit all the grease points with some grease. We'll check the belt, we'll inspect that, we'll put a wrench on a few different nuts and bolts, make sure everything's still tight, and we'll check the blades, see if they need sharpening. I may just do that in another video, but let's go ahead and hit these grease points. There's 8 grease points total, so let me show those to you, and then we will go ahead and grease them. Alright guys, so on the front of the mower, we've got a grease point on the back side of each one of these tie rods there, and on the front side of the tie rod, which is there. Seem to not be focusing properly. Alright, so you see that one right there, and then there's one on this back side. Sort of hard to see with the shadow, but so there's those two on each side on the front of the mower. Under the seat, well, I guess before we get under the seat, on these control arms, there's one here, and on the other side, one right there. Alright guys, had to get a light under here, but the last 2 grease points, there's one, can't see it because of the shadow, but there's one on the back side of this shaft right here for that pulley, and then further up, let's see if I can zoom in on it. Yep, so right there is the 8th grease point. So I'll go ahead and get these 2 greased up, and then we'll get the other ones greased up as well. All right, guys, so that is all 8 grease points greased. Now I'm going to just grab an adjustable wrench. We're going to do just a spot check on a few different nuts, bolts, things like that. Make sure everything's staying tight. We're not going to go through and hit every nut and or bolt on the mower, but just some key ones, maybe some on the spindles, the linkage arms for the deck, things like that. But it should be pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Hopefully nothing's crazy loose or concerning, but that's why we do this sort of thing, to find out if anything is going awry. Alright guys, well that is about all we are going to do with the mower today for this sort of second part of the 100-hour maintenance. I know our mowing season here on the South Coast is starting to slow down, never really fully stops like it does in some northern climates, so if you're in those northern climates, probably be getting your mower winterized, all that sort of stuff. Not really something that I worry about down here because we keep using the mower through the winter. So, I think next thing I'm going to do is pull these blades off, put a quick sharpen on them. I'll do that in another video. So if you haven't, click the subscribe button and follow along for more mower maintenance and such. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you take care of your mower, washing it, greasing it, all that sort of stuff. I know it definitely feels good to have that service done on the engine, which I'll link that video below. And it feels good to get all these fittings greased up and the mower cleaned up a little bit. So I think we're going to wrap this one up here. Like I said, hit that thumbs up if you like these videos. Click subscribe if you haven't already to come along for more videos. Leave me a comment down in the comment section. I hope you all have a good one. We'll catch you next time down here on the South Coast.